Hi and welcome to the small scape. Yes, I am going to be doing scape, what we call around these parts scape number 3, and that is third tank from the left. Yes, you see the other ones in the background. You are in the studio. Very excited to bring this to you. So let's get started with scape number 3. Well, here is tank number 3. Yes, this is the third in a series of 4 tanks. They're all identical tanks. So first and foremost, thank you so much to Lifeguard Aquatics for sending out these beautiful tanks. They are 8.3 gallons. It's a rimless and it's a raised tank. I just love it. It's so beautiful. And let's talk about what I did with this one. Now all 4 of these are in the studio that we use for my channel, Smallscape, and also the live streams for Primetime Aquatics. So they are in the background and they are side by side. So I wanted them all very similarly scaped, a lot of cohesive elements, but also each kind of unique in its own way. So this one, I used the same substrate. My favorite, if you've been following me for any time, you know my favorite substrate, and that is Top Fin Black Sand from PetSmart, and that's what I did with this one. That's the base, and then Malaysian driftwood. That is one of the pieces in here, and I've used the Malaysian in all 4 of these, except this one. I used 2 other types of driftwood, and I kind of put them all together. I used one of them is Mopani, and the other one is a ghostwood, which is a very cool looking wood. But I actually kind of clumped them together. Why? I don't know. I just felt like it. And I kind of used twist ties to keep them together because all 3 of them really did kind of want to float. So that was a little bit on the tricky side, but I kind of like how it turned out. Now this, what I would call, I don't even know what I would call it. The Anubias Nano Petite that I have running along the one piece of wood was actually from, I was inspired when we were going through the Smoky Mountains and the national park there, and a lot of trees have the leaves, little tiny leaves running all along a tree trunk, and I just thought that was the coolest, and I really wanted to kind of replicate that, and you'll probably see that done in different variations. So this one, it just takes a little bit of patience. I could have wrapped wire or something around little pieces of Anubias and then glued like I've done previously, but I just decided to glue and kind of hold it and go from there, which it is a little bit time consuming, but that's okay. And then I did use a larger piece of Anubias and of course coffee folia along the back and balancing area along the back as well, which I have going in all 4 of the tanks for a nice cohesive look. And it's very, I really like it in a lot of my backgrounds lately. What else did I do? Oh, I did use Dragonstone again in these 2 center tanks, and I will link the videos for the first 2 builds that I did that are going to be to the left of this one. This is 3rd from the left, and I like how it turned out. It's kind of a I guess like a little foresty kind of feel for me. Now let's talk about who I put in here. These are white clouds, and not only that, but they came from the pond outside. So these are some, I've got some of little juveniles, and really, really fun. And when these pick up the light that we have on this tank, they're so beautiful. They remind me of neons, and they actually remind me a little bit of green neons, the fish that's on my bucket list. But these are beautiful, beautiful fish. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but I personally have not. Well, actually, I do have them in a tank with a betta downstairs, but I don't know. I think these are slightly different colored, or it's just the light that's on them. I don't know what it is, but they are really eye-catching little fish. I also have 2 purple mystery snails, which I also did breed from downstairs, so that's really exciting when you get to take little fish or snails that you've bred yourself. Super fun to stock your own tanks. The light on here is a Lifeguard full spectrum planted tank light, and I do love it. It's a little clip-on light that kind of clamps on the back, and it's got a really nice profile. Now, since we set this up and we immediately, just about immediately, put the fish in, we did as we usually do. Not only do we use the Fritz Guard water conditioner when we add any water whatsoever. Fritz Aquatics is a channel sponsor of Primetime Aquatics, but we also use Fritzime 7 with the live nitrifying bacteria to get the cycle started immediately. We also used filter media that's back in that little hidden area there, which is really great to also kickstart the cycle. And I just love these tanks. Really super simple when you have all of the mechanics hidden in that back panel. I think it's great. It's very seamless looking, and you don't have to be looking at a hang-on back filter. You're not looking at a sponge filter, and it's super easy when you go to refill. If you're changing your tank water, you don't have to worry about messing up your Scape because you can just add the water in through that back portion. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the Scape, and remember to stay tuned for the 4th and final Scape. And also, if you want to see them all lined up, just check out one of the Primetime Aquatics live streams that we have on Wednesday evenings. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.